Hey everyone, Zieg here. The floodgates have opened. A bunch of people have started posting their mini reviews of Monster Hunter Wilds. What happened is that some select content creators were invited by Capcom to attend a closed-door event where they got to play the beginning of the campaign and 2 advanced hunts against Nerscylla and Rompopolo. In this video, I'll summarize the key points gathered from different sources who played this exclusive version of the game. The first thing I want to address is performance, as this is something nearly all of them agree on. This is an important topic because many people are skeptical about the game, and I don't blame them, considering Capcom's recent history. However, according to those who played it, the final version is much better optimized than the beta versions Capcom previously released. Another important detail is that they were playing on a base PlayStation 5, not the Pro version. Most players reported that the game runs smoothly on performance mode, which Capcom states is 60 FPS. So, yes folks, it seems like Capcom is indeed optimizing the final game. Another common agreement among those who played it is the game's difficulty. Most of them are veteran players, which is an important factor when discussing difficulty. Still, they mentioned that the game feels easier than its predecessors. For example, Rurikan said that during his entire playtime, he only carded once, and that was due to a mistake against small monsters, not because the main monster was particularly challenging. Some creators attribute this ease to the new wound mechanics and the more punishing weapon combos in focus mode. Regardless of the reason, the game does seem easier. The real question is how the difficulty will scale in the endgame, because let's be honest, that's what most of us care about. The main campaign is important, but what really keeps us engaged is what comes after it, right? Now moving on to gameplay. The biggest highlight was, without a doubt, Nerscylla. And let me tell you, it looks absolutely terrifying and beautiful at the same time. The gameplay feels both familiar to how it was in the 4th generation and fresh with new mechanics. One major detail is the swarm of baby Nerscyllas that appear in the nest to make your life miserable. On PlayStation's official channel, an interview with Ryoso showed that you can enable arachnophobia mode to transform these small spiders into slimes. However, the main Nerscylla remains unchanged. Personally, I've mentioned before that this doesn't make much sense. If you're trying to hide the spiders, why leave the giant one visible? I don't have an issue with spiders, but for people who do, this doesn't seem like a perfect solution. Another interesting point from that interview was Nerscylla's elemental weaknesses. It was revealed that it takes more fire damage when wearing its mantle and more electric damage once it loses it. This is great for 2 reasons. First, it aligns perfectly with the lore. Nerscylla uses Gypceros skin because it's resistant to electricity, which nullifies its natural weakness. However, since Gypceros is weak to fire, Nerscylla ends up gaining a new weakness. Second, this makes the idea of using 2 weapons against the same monster much more viable. Who knows? Maybe this time Capcom will get it right and make elemental damage actually matter. In Monster Hunter World, elemental damage was largely neglected, but this dual weapon system could encourage players to use elemental weapons more effectively. Finally, let's talk about the game's narrative. Most people agreed that Wilds will focus more on storytelling. Some even compared it to a traditional adventure RPG, where the story unfolds as you progress, rather than the classic Monster Hunter formula of watching a cutscene, posting a quest, slaying a monster, watching another cutscene, and repeating the cycle. Wilds will handle the story differently, making it flow more naturally. However, it was also confirmed that at any point, you can set the story aside and hunt freely, just like in the previous games. I'm personally very curious to see how this new storytelling approach will feel in the game. So that's it for today. What do you guys think of these new details? Do you like Nerscylla's dual elemental weaknesses? And what about the game's difficulty? Do you think it'll be too easy? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to leave a like to support the video. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure to do so for all the latest Monster Hunter content and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. That's all for now. Thanks for watching and see you next time.